Good day, everybody. Hope you're doing well. It's the 6th of May. This is the 48-hour analysis. We're going to go look at all of the newest Rust skins that were accepted just 2 days ago, and we're going to give you a bit of an update to see the progress in their sales and still try and figure out what potentially might be the best investment, what potentially will give us some delicious profits. Let's start off with the likes of the Camouflage Net Garage Door. As you can see, this was a very late pick, extra late. But yeah, this is most likely because it was a teaser for the upcoming Most Wanted and Complete the Sets rotations that will be happening over the course of the next 2 weeks, so keep an eye out for that. But the main point is we need to figure out what will this probably end up being. Will it be a good investment or not? I talked about this when it first appeared, and I was on the fence. I wasn't 100% sure if people were really going to go for it, utilize the best out of this in terms of using it with the rug and whatnot. And, well, what's the price of the rug right now? It is almost $14. Can everybody afford that? That's the main problem. So, yeah, this had 22,500 sales. Very nice. But even then, it's expensive. Obviously, it got more expensive with this appearing. But the main point is, if you can't afford that, are you still going to buy this and use it? Is the demand there? Are we seeing mostly excess purchases happening here because a lot of people just assume it's going to be all right? And, well, I was one of them when we had the likes of the sheet metal door. So remember this? Yep. So this came out, a good year ago, and a lot of us assumed, oh, wow, we're surely going to see some more Camouflage Net deployable skins now. Well, we saw a few of them and then it dropped off. So the main point I wanted to bring up was this garage door actually was submitted 8 months ago. We were anticipating this potentially being accepted, but it never happened. I get the feeling this potentially might be a one-off. Now, I will point this out. Mishka, Svonspa, they have, let me just get you this, they have been attempting to get some more Camouflage Net skins being accepted over the past 12 months, as you can see here. And if we just move over to here, we've got the nice burlap set. Yep. And then if we go a little bit more further back, you will eventually find some more. But yeah, they have been trying every now and then, but it wasn't successful. But now that we see this, will we potentially see Mishka and Svonspa making even more Camouflage Net skins? I wouldn't be surprised. I fully believe it likely will happen. I get the feeling they're probably going to make the other two garage doors. So we're likely going to see the likes of course, an Arctic Camouflage Net garage door and a Desert Net Camouflage garage door. So will this go up in price if we see an Arctic and a Desert garage door? I'm sitting here thinking a hard maybe, like when this first appeared, these two went up in price along with this because we were under the assumption that we were going to see doors for these as well. Well, it did happen for the Arctic, but then it never happened for the likes of the Desert one, did it? Although, I will point this out, wouldn't be surprised because it was submitted. There was a Desert Camouflage Net door that was submitted, but it wasn't accepted. Wouldn't be surprised if that's probably accepted for Complete the Sets. It couldn't hurt. So, yeah, if this is getting love all of a sudden, wouldn't be surprised if we see the Desert one. But the main point is, I wouldn't be surprised if Mishka and Svonspa end up making some garage doors, and I kind of think this might get a bit of positivity out of that. So, on the potential horizon, will we see some more for this collection? I wouldn't be surprised. But will they be accepted? That's a whole other situation. Let's also consider the amount of sales so far. So the forest green rug, the camouflage rug, that goes with this, that's got 22,500 sales. At the moment, 2 days in, this has almost got 15,000 sales. I kind of get the feeling we're probably going to round out and be very close to around 23,000 sales. That should be okay. But the main point is, we also need to consider the fact that how many garage doors have been accepted so far this year. Out of all of the marketable ones, we've had 8. Yep, 8 marketable garage doors. But then, of course, you've got to remember we had 2 free garage door drops. So in total, so far this year, and I will point out, we are not even halfway through yet. We've had 10 garage doors being given to us, or made available to us. There's also the potential possibility that, we're probably potentially going to see another garage door being given away as a drop for Twitch Rivals, which of course is starting in about 10 days' time, May 16th to May 20th, so don't be surprised if we potentially see another Gadge door being given away to us. And that, of course, devalues all of the current ones that we already have, because with more and more options, they all compete with each other. They all bottleneck each other. The only reason why the likes of the Abyss Gadge door is doing all right, a lot better compared to the others, is because it's part of a very in-demand deployable collection. This is why I bring up, if we do see more Camouflage Nets collection skins being accepted, this will get a benefit out of it. And the Lover's Arrogance door is doing alright because it just looks nice. So yeah, it's a bit of a problem. There's a lot to think about. There's a lot of context to take in, but I'm still on the fence with it. I'm still not 100% sure. I just don't think... I get the feeling most of these were excess purchases, people who bought with a pure intent to sell. And when there's too many people that do that, there's too many that appear on the Steam market and, of course, the third-party sites, and eventually the skin goes down in price. So it's abnormal. I don't need to rush into buying it. I can leave it till Wednesday, Thursday, take a look at it, then make a decision whether or not I want to jump in and buy it. Make sense? So, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Then we have the likes of the Stormbow right here, and we did make a bit of a joke. Ta-da! It's got a brother, hey! Well, yeah, anyway. Y9J currently is making 2 collections. He is currently making the likes of, well, I'm sure you were aware of it, the Pirate Collection. He's also been making the Lunar Collection. A lot of people have been assuming, surely we're going to see some more of this Storm Collection. He's already juggling 2 collections. Maybe he comes back to it in the future, but by default, with the likes of hunting bow skins, yes, this one seems to be very in demand, but just take a look at all of these, the most recent ones to be accepted, and they're all in the negative. They're all in the negative. This is awkward. This is very awkward. And they all go down to around about $1. So, yeah, again, but this one looks cool. Yes, I will accept that. It does look nice. But what happens if we see another nice bow skin being accepted this year? Let alone, I should point out, the Paris 2023 stickers are out now. They're here. They're out. People are chasing after them. So, yeah. I get the feeling, whilst this looks nice and whilst this has a lot of demand, over the course of these next few weeks, it's still going to go down in price. Again, that right there is going to affect all of these skins. So I should have saved that for last, but it felt like a good time to bring it up. If it does turn into a collection, will it benefit from that? Of course it will. But yeah, I'm still not sure. I'm sticking with just wanting to do a buy order. That's my safer approach, because I just don't think everything here is going to be all right. It's awkward. It's very awkward. We are now entering the bad times. So we've got the Rock from Hell right here, and well, the high price point didn't seem to stop that many sales. This still kind of looks like it's going to end up at around 20,000 sales, which overall isn't too bad. You know, that's not too bad, but you know, in the grand scheme of things, will this eventually go up in price? I think it will. You know, Frog Rock had 24,000 sales. It wasn't, you know, clearly it wasn't $4.49, but it was goofy and silly, but yeah, even that started to go down in price a fair bit. I don't know, this is awkward. I feel like in the grand scheme of things, in the long term, this will go above its rush door price eventually. But in the short term, well, as I mentioned with the likes of the new CSGO stickers that just appeared, I think this will suffer. So again, this is also abnormal. I don't feel like rushing into buying it. I'd rather take my time, do my abnormal buy orders first, then make a consideration whether or not I want to buy it. Make sense? I'd rather leave it till Wednesday or Thursday and make a decision. So, yeah, I think it's going to end up at around 20,000 sales, and that's not too ridiculous. That should be okay. So, yeah, long term, it should be all right. So, yeah, but it's still, again, you could probably put down a $3.50 buy order, and I wouldn't be surprised if you buy them. So that would mean you could buy them for $1 cheaper. As of now, I feel strongly about that. So, yeah, let's move on to the likes of the Reptile Tier 3 set. So, gentlemen, this right here is the beginning of potentially a new set, and we do keep bringing this up. It's a core piece, so Tier 3, Tier 2, hoodie and pants. Well, Mr. Jimmick, he has been very successful this year with the likes of his pizza collection, and well, he's immediately got a new collection getting started. How likely will we potentially see this getting all of the pieces? You might sit there and say, oh, but we never got pizza Tier 2. He never made pizza Tier 2. for some strange reason, he's not sure if he wants to do it. I don't know. But with the likes of this, well, you know, it's the beginning of a new set. If we do see the likes of Hoodie Pants or Tier 2 potentially being made in the future, will it do all right? I'm pretty sure it will, as I say. With every new core piece being accepted, if there's already a pre-existing core piece on the market, that core piece will get bought out. There'll be a spike in demand. There'll be a spike in price. Yeah. So, like, one of the best examples probably would be the likes of the Elite Crate. Remember we got okay, sorry, I mumbled a little bit there. Elite Crate. There we are. So when the Elite Crate hoodie and pants were accepted, don't you remember how high the Tier 3 jumped up in price? Yeah, it's cooled off after a while because we were waiting for the likes of Tier 2 to be accepted. But yeah, when this was accepted, this shot up in price. These were selling at above $5 both at one point. Now they've gone down to around $2. So yeah, the point is, when a new core when a new core piece is accepted, yeah. So we should also mention dark green. Probably good for the grassy, foresty environments. Perhaps interesting design with the face mask. What do you reckon? By all means, if you like it, buy it, use it, enjoy it. But for us investors, I'm curious. It's not too expensive. The face mask is abnormal. So maybe we should do our abnormal buy orders first, see if the demand is there, then we'll probably have a good idea whether or not to buy into the likes of the chest plate and the face mask. And have you considered asking in the comments section in the workshop? Oh, there you go. He says it right there. Yes, I plan to make clothes. Well, there you go. There you go. Hey, there you go. We got confirmation. So we will potentially see Reptile Hunter hoodie and pants on the horizon. I'm not sure. Well, at the very least, you're going to wait at least 2 or 3 weeks, but it seems to be planned and it seems to be appearing soon. So there you go. That's a little bit of a nice thing to look forward to. But then again, Paris 2023. So the reason why I said 2 or 3 weeks we're going to wait is because, of course, I mentioned Most Wanted and Complete the Sets will be the next two Rustore rotations. We're not going to see Reptile Hunter. That's not happening because there's no already existing Reptile Hunter skins out on the workshop. These are the only 2 skins so far. So investor impatience very likely will happen. The lesser informed people that invest into Rust skins, they probably will think, oh, okay, 2 weeks of no Reptile Hunter, I give up, and then they'll just check it on the Steam market. This happens a lot more than you think. So, yeah. Let's leave it for now, all right? I'm interested. I'm invested to a point that if I know Zimik's going to make more pieces, yeah, so that leaves me to that's a good starting point. And of course, don't forget, people who see a new piece on the workshop, a new core piece appearing on the workshop, you still tend to see a bit of a buyout happen with the already existing core pieces. That happens a lot. The people who start to anticipate the arrival and then they buy out a chunk, you know, in preparation of there potentially being new pieces being accepted. You get the idea. So yeah, that's usually a more than enough more than enough for people to feel, okay, yeah, now I should start getting invested, and then they start buying out all the stuff from the Steam market. Anyway, let's move on. Military, a large box. Okay, I made a bit of a joke about, well, if you just wanted a green box, why don't you just get one of the cheaper ones that already exist? You know, the ones I'm talking about, the weapon box and whatnot. So we'll just scroll up and there you go. Hey. But anyway, point that we got to get across is, technically speaking, this is part of a collection. You know, Jeeba's been making all of these storages, you know, in reference to Rust, but And then we look at all of the independent large box skins that came out so far this year, basically collections that, you know, aren't a part of a collection. Basically large boxes that aren't part of a collection, and then, yeah, not looking good, 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 looking good, and I wonder why. Yeah, Twig does, it is part of a collection, but people just don't like Twig. So yeah, not looking optimistic with this. Yes, it's abnormal, but at the end of the day, I'm probably only going to put like $1 buy order on it. I'm just not super keen with it. I'm not, yeah. Then we got likes of this missile silo door, probably accepted because it's referential to the recent Monument update, but yeah, it's not really super appealing. I don't think people care. I don't think people will be jumping for this. So at the end of the day, gentlemen, I just don't think this is going to get anywhere, and I just don't. Oh, Yeah. So this takes a while to load up. There you go. Nah, I don't think so. I think it's going down in price. This is probably going to be another situation where I'm probably going to only offer around maybe, I don't know, 70, 90 cents maybe. Maybe less. I just don't see it turning into a collection. We shall see. Then we've got likes of the Artefact Thompson. Still stick with my Thompson belief. I still think this is going to do very nicely. We will talk about whether we saw that much of an impact on the likes of Thompson MP5 skins a bit later, because of course we did get the buff for MP5 and Thompson guns. So we were under the assumption that with an update, with a buff, surely more people want to use those guns, and surely that would lead to more people want to using skins, and surely that would lead to higher skin prices. Well, I mean, it's hardly changed. Thompson was already in a good position, you know. It's in a slightly better position perhaps right now, but at the end of the day, what matters most is how many people are playing the game, because that's when we normally see most of the demand jumping up for the likes of Thompson skins. So, yeah. So, in the long term, will this go above its Rust store price? Pretty sure it will, yeah. We've had that talk last week with last week's 48-hour analysis. Pretty much, very randomly, but it seems to be routine, when we hit post-Christmas time, all of the Thompson skins just get bought out. And you pair that with the fact that we just randomly don't see that many Thompson skins on the market itself, which, again, is a bit strange, then it's just a recipe for huge price increases, so... yeah. So, long term, would it be all right? Sure. But could you buy this on buy order? Could you just put down a $1.50 buy order and be successful with that? You very likely will. Thompson skins on, for sale listings, they don't really ever go down too low. Maybe down as far as about maybe 20%, as in down. But, yeah, buy orders should probably be all right if you want to do that. Sorry, I'm yawning. It happens when I talk too fast for too long. And then we got the likes of the low poly tools, gentlemen. No. By default, every single hatchet and pickaxe just goes down in price immediately. Unless you are a wasteland hatchet for some strange reason, because, that's getting pumped. That is getting pumped, right? If you're confused with this as much as I was, this is being pumped. When you look at every other hatchet skin that's come up fairly recently, you might notice they're all down to around $1. So, this is immediately looking to be a 70 cents, 90 cent situation. Then we'll look at the pickaxe. The newest pickaxes, to be precise. And what do we see? Pretty much the exact same thing. Yeah, people do not care for these skins. I don't know. So, 70 cents, 90 cent situation. Might as well just pay for the price that it's probably going to end up being based on what the prices metals are selling for. So, that seems to be that answer. So, it's not super crazy this week, is it, in terms of sales, but hey, it's fine. And again, we're probably going to see some very random but interesting acceptances next week and the week after that. So, sure, this is fine. Still reasonably confident with the likes of the Artefact Thompson, and then all of the other things I was fairly curious about, like, Reptile Hunter Tier 3. With that, just that simple message of Jimmick sitting there saying, I think I'll probably make some more, then that's all I needed. I feel motivated to keep an eye on it and potentially jump in and buy into it. So, And then the other two things that I was caring about in terms of my predictions, I just kind of need to see what the sales look like, then make a decision on Wednesday or Thursday. Of course, after the abnormal buy orders. So, that's cool. So let's just quickly take a look at the likes of MP5 skins. Did we see that much of a difference with the buff? Not so much, but the Blackout MP5 did go up in price. Someone on TikTok made a video and, hey, this is pay to win, and then everybody buys it out. There's only 31 of them on the Steam market at the moment. Is it on the front page? We could probably take a real quick look. But just go take a look at this. The power of TikTok. Someone makes one TikTok. So right now, these are currently selling for $8.40. Wow. And get a good look at that. So that wasn't really the buff. It was someone on TikTok. It doubled in price. No, sorry. It went up by 50%. Sorry about that. Sorry. I looked at the dollars, and over here it's my currency. So I got a little bit confused there. So it went up by over 50%. So let's see if when loads of people play the game, we'll see a much more of a difference. But as of now, I'd probably leave it. Then with the Thompsons, I already mentioned it. Doesn't seem to have that much of a difference. It didn't really look like there was that much of a difference. So, gentlemen, I mentioned this earlier, but let's put much more of a focus on this. The CSGO Paris 2023 stickers did come out. They are now out. these are all the golds, and if we just scroll down, you end up seeing some hollows and whatnot. So we've got new team stickers, we've got autograph stickers, you name it. There's a lot of things that people are chasing after, and this is the reason why a lot of people are cashing out and chasing after these, because these stickers are borderless, and that was a big worry for us already invested in the likes of CSGO. But yeah, a lot of money is being thrown around, and that means a lot of people need money, and that of course means people will be selling their things. And if they're also invested into the likes of Rust, well, they're very likely going to be selling their Rust things. And the main point I'm trying to get across is, let's just go over to, I mean, I could just show you here. I could just show you over here. And the main point I'm trying to get across to all of you is that everyone really wants these stickers. There will be a discount, a 75% discount, so people are going to need more money again. Rust skins, we're going to see more people selling their skins rather than wanting to buy the skins, and that of course leads to skin prices going down, 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 down. So let's just get a good look at these prices. What currently is the most in demand? Ropes. So that's an autograph sticker. Dexter, because it quite literally just says Sexo with a big heart. Ha ha ha. And then we got the likes of another borderless mouse hollow, so everybody went crazy for that. So yeah, just understand, a lot of these stickers are very in demand, and the likes of your Rust skins will be going down in price. We are now entering the bad times. This is where we are going to start seeing Rust skin prices hitting rock bottom or new lows. But if you do have your money, if you do have your money prepared and you can spend some money, well, maybe it's a good time to jump in and buy out some skins and then hold on to them until around August or post-Christmas time and sell them for a whole lot more. So yeah, this is the time where you got to start making decisions. Are you going to sell right now? I mean, it probably wouldn't be the best profit, but maybe you need to sell because you're worried those skins you own might go down even further. Or maybe you got a lot of money and you think, you know what, maybe I'm going to go buy a whole bunch of play skins and whatnot, because I know, or theoretically speaking, there's a very good chance they're going to jump back up in price later on this year, and that very likely will happen. So yep, that is basically everything. We've talked a lot. Gentlemen, go forth, enjoy yourself, have a lovely weekend, and I'll catch you later. See ya, bye.